Hey guys, the next 2 years will be crucial in the lives of many of you because the bull market will bring crazy money to crypto, Bitcoin will grow exponentially, and altcoins will follow it to the moon. That is why it is so important to make the right choice and build the most profitable portfolio, and that is what we are going to do today. It may sound harsh, but if you decide to skip this video, you will be missing a golden opportunity to change your life once again. We're going to build a portfolio that will maximize your profits. So be sure to watch this video till the end, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. I want to start off by saying that Bitcoin is an asset that you should have no matter what. And I don't even see the point of talking about it because absolutely everyone has known about it for a long time. It is obvious to me that we are going to go much higher than the current price indicators and even much higher than the recent all-time high. There are numerous factors for this, and it should be noted that Bitcoin ETFs are having an unrealistic effect right now, as they have been showing quite good growth rates in terms of inflows for several days in a row, and this is just the US market. But more recently, a Hong Kong market has appeared that almost immediately began to show itself to be quite beatable. But at the time of working on this video, their spot BTC ETFs are holding 4.5K of BTC, which is about $276 million. In fact, this has a huge impact on the market and only emphasizes how scarce Bitcoin is. As the hype around the ETFs continues and grows in proportion to the price of the asset itself, we will see that we simply do not have enough BTC in circulation. But enough about Bitcoin. I suggest we move on to more risky assets that will give you more X's of profit. Of course, these are altcoins. And speaking of portfolio building, I can't help but add Ethereum to the mix. Although Ethereum has surged quite a bit in recent months, I still see the current price as a good enough entry point. During a bull market, I plan to see at least $9K per token. There are quite a few reasons for this, starting with the fact that it is the most popular asset and blockchain in general. 69% of the total TVL of cryptocurrencies is accounted for by this blockchain, just crazy numbers. And if you pay attention to all other indicators, Ethereum is without exaggeration the top one. In addition, everyone is waiting for ETFs on this asset this year, so growth to steep price levels is simply inevitable. Now let's move on to the last token in this section. Although it carries a bit more risk, it still has almost a 100% probability of a big profit. Have you guessed which token I am talking about? My channel has posted many videos about this asset, and Sol has shown 630% growth in the last year alone. Of course, there have been a few situations that almost sank Solana, but it still held up quite well. And now it is actively catching up with Ethereum and growing its ecosystem. Personally, I have set targets from $800 to $1,000 for one Solana for this bull cycle. I don't see any problems for it to grow to that size. It will only be 5x the current value, which is not that much. In addition, analysts from VanEck believe that Solana will take an even bigger share of the Ethereum market, which will definitely give an incredible boost to the price. So now I suggest we move on to the AI tokens, and you let me know what you think about the first 3 coins in the comments. I will not stop repeating that you cannot miss the AI narrative. It is already clear to absolutely everyone how much impact this technology can have on our lives and what contribution it can make in general. And right now, all the major analysts and funds are literally screaming about how big this narrative is now and how much bigger it will get in the coming years. A capitalization of $200 trillion in just the next 6 years is an incredible outcome, and we can make money on it. So I'm going to start this selection with ICP, a well-known and quite old project. Many of you may disagree with me and say that it's more of a Layer 1 project, which is generally true. However, I call it more of an AI project because they are leaders in the field. They were the first to create AI on the blockchain, which makes it possible to use a transparent and secure resource. In addition, the Internet Computer Protocol will be used by other developers to launch their own AI models based on their blockchain. Therefore, I personally see a realistic growth to the level of $150–200 per one token. And I can say that this is even a rather conservative estimation. The second AI project is RNDR, which is also a well-known player in the market. It should be emphasized that the problem of rendering is quite acute, and if it is solved with the help of AI, it is cool. the price and the amount of resources required for it are significantly reduced. And this is exactly the niche that Render has occupied with its breakthrough technology that allows processing materials of any quality, style, and format. And this potential is recognized by such leading companies as Apple, which uses RNDR for the new Apple Pro Vision, NVIDIA, which has a strategic partnership and is very active in promoting the project itself at its conferences and events, and one of the largest AI image generators, Stability AI. And this is just a small part of the partnerships and possible potential of the Render network. Therefore, I personally see the potential for growth to the zone of $90–100 per one RNDR, because this coin is a utility of their product, which can be useful for absolutely everything. The last token in the AI narrative is FET. It is also a very prominent representative of this field, specializing in AI agents that can literally solve any task you ask them. And this is a pretty cool initiative that will help not only for ordinary moments, but also for difficult and very useful tasks for humanity. Currently, the project is waiting for a matchmaking event with two other representatives of the AI market, which will take place this month. And according to the team's plans, they want to become the largest AI token on the market. So the near future will be crucial for FET, and more precisely for the ASI token, which will be the result of the combination of projects. I highly recommend that you watch more about this on my channel. I recently made a video about Merge, so you will learn more about the combination of these assets there. And now we are moving on to the last narrative for today. Another very fascinating narrative that, in my opinion, may become as big as AI in the future. By the way, I am not the only one who thinks so, but also quite famous representatives of the financial world. Here's what Larry Fink has to say about real-world assets.
I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
I personally see an unprecedented leader here, Ondo Finance. This project is quite young, but it has already managed to tokenize BlackRock's ETF fund and introduce USDY, a stablecoin that generates profit when you hold it. But unlike risky stablecoins that have no collateral, this one is backed by the government itself. But the most interesting thing here is that it is very likely that you will see a pump from BlackRock. The analytical resource Arkham has identified certain transactions that link these organizations. For example, one of the transfers from BlackRock's purse to Ondo amounted to $250,000. Although this amount may seem small, it confirms the close ties between them. Ondo Finance recently reallocated a significant portion of the OUSG's assets to a BlackRock fund called BWIDL, and you have already seen Larry Fink's attitude towards this market. Therefore, I personally see this token as having the potential to grow to $5 at the top of the bull market. And that's all. This time I decided not to add any more tokens to the RWA section because I don't see any projects of at least this level yet. All the others will be more risky. So I'd like to remind you that this video is by no means financial advice, just my own opinion. If you enjoyed the selection and would like to find out about a riskier approach, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the growth of coins. Thanks for watching your Coin Post.